What's up, everybody on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis XL, alright? Coming at you with 100 Days Yu-Gi-Oh! Where every day, for 100 days, we duel a different deck every single day. Today, we're taking a look at Trains, everyone's favorite rank 10 archetype. It's all about swarming out with all these big old machines, making gigantic exceeds, and hitting our opponent really, really hard with our Libes and our other various tools of destruction. It's a nice, fun deck with a lot of things in it. We're trying out a few little interesting things with it. And we're going to have ourselves a good fun time today, thanks to Mr. Libra October. I know, Libra, you wanted me to try the Ebon Magician Karan thing, but, yeah, I took a look at that, and it's not going to work, sadly. So, as my way of saying sorry for not being able to do that, here's Trains. You know, and we're just going to have ourselves a good fun time today. We're going to have ourselves some good old-fashioned duels with this. And, so let's get started and have ourselves a good time. Alright, you got our first opponent. We're up against somebody called Riku. Fine, that's fine with us. We can go first or second. We'll try going second. We'll see how it goes. Alright, I can live with this hand. It's a hand I can live with. I like it. I like it a lot. Be even better with a copy of limiter removal, but as it stands, I'm pretty set. I've got my field spell, the Revolving Switchyard. Basically allows me to do all sorts of stuff. Effect failure? Alright, that's fine, I guess. Alright, so what we're going to do, go ahead and start with the Revolving Switchyard. This card allows us to once per turn discard one of our machines. We want to ditch this. And we get to add ourselves a Night Express Knight. Night Express Knight, very important to our many plays. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this. Let's go ahead and play Urgent Schedule. I can summon 2 monsters. One has to be level 4 or lower, one has to be level 5 or higher. We want to summon Metal Crunchy, as well as, I can only use this once per turn, I guess a Pegasus. We'll summon the Pegasus, even though Pegasus won't go off or anything. Metal Crunch would also go off, but we need him later. Right now, I'm just going to make my Link monster the Doubleheader Anger Knuckle. Good old Anger Knuckle. There you go. So now what we're going to do that we have done all this, what you got? You got something for me? Super Poly. Huh, interesting choice. Kaijus. Yeah, the enemy. The enemy of all that we stand for. Alright. So he's got Shekanaga, which is certainly an annoying thing, and he's got Shaddolls I see. I can send a monster, let's see. A machine. I can send a card from my hand at the field to the grave to summon that back, but I don't really need to do that. What I need is Night Express Knight. Normally I would then summon Derek Crane, but he'll just negate that with Bullet Liner. I mean, he could have negated Bullet Liner and, or Shekanaga. I'm getting my cards mixed up. But right now we've got these two. We're just going to keep these two on the board, and that will be good enough for us. Let me think about that. That's a good question. You know what? Let's do something funky, since we're not going to be getting OTKs with this in defense mode. I'm going to go for the Spider combo, which is basically I go for this Spider, Ravenous Tarantula, go for Pain Gainer, and then go for the 7 Sins. The big beefy boy. 4,000 attack with protection, all good stuff. Can't attack with it this turn, sadly, because of my, what was it? My something or another prevents it. I forget what, I think it was my, railway card. If I could ever look at my graveyard. Yeah, it's all urgent schedule. I can't only summon attack with machines. But it's fine. I figured he was gonna go for a Kaiju anyway. So I'm like, whatever, dude. I mean, do you have another Kaiju, or are you just gonna give me this turtle? Because once you put this in attack mode, oh boy. Oh boy. During opponent's main phase. Yeah, I could negate that effect, but I don't think that's gonna work for us. What's gonna work for me is if I freaking get that not urgent schedule. I need Super Express Bullet Train's effect. Sure. I get to get one of these back to my hand, and I'm gonna get Flying Pegasus. If Pegasus is summoned, I get to do lots of stuff. See, I'm trying to show off the various combos before I just go standard. Let's go for Flying Pegasus. Flying Pegasus brings back Metal Crunch. Y'all might be curious as to why he's in here, and there's a good reason. It's because I can use Pegasus's effect to make both of my monsters level 9. And then I can make the true king of all Calamities. Hello, here I am. So now let's go ahead and attack this, and we'll be good. Shekinaga's gonna go bye-bye, baby. I'm gonna go ahead and set and pass. So now we've got this true king of Calamities. You know, he's a nice little boy. I can detach material. Then I can determine the divine attribute. And now everything of his becomes divine, and their effects will be negated, and they can't attack. Granted, he's got to interrupt the kaiju slumber, but this is all playing into our stratagem. It's all playing into the strategy because he's still doing stuff, and he's using up his kaijus. You know, that's the thing. As long as he has kaijus, I can't do too much. But if I can make him use up some kaijus, it will be good. So now the question is, yeah, I think we should be able to end this. Yep. This should be the end of the duel right here. We've played every card we needed to play right when we needed to play it. So now, what we're going to do is destroy this gentleman. So let's go ahead, go Naito Express Naito. And I'm going to go ahead and special summon Dora, which I can, because I summoned an Earth Machine. There you go. And we're going to go ahead and make Gustav Max. Good old Gustav Max. I can attach material from this dude, and I'll detach my Dora. He'll take 2,000 damage. Dora then destroys one of his monsters. So, I have game, and, you know, I could go for game, but first, I'm going to go for Liebe. Because big old 4,000 point Liebe, and he can attack multiple times if my opponent had multiple monsters. But right now, I'm just going to attack with Liebe. I could go farther. I can make Liebe 6,000 attack. But I'm good. Because now my opponent surrendered. So, there's a good first duel just because I got to show off the various gambit of things we can do. Let's go for duel number 2, see if we can get that OTK, see if we can get some more big, beefy train action going. Alrighty, our second opponent. Gonna just keep on keeping. Let's go second. I feel second is the way to go. And I was wrong. We should have gone first. Anti-spell fragrance is a very good go first option for us. Or just any turn option, really. Basically just here to slow down spells once we get the field spell on board. Because once you have the field spell, you don't really need, you know, urgent schedule as much. It is a quick play after all, so you don't really need it as much. Let's see here. I mean, I've got my basic combo start. I got 2 level 10s. I can swarm board, make my Liebe, all the good stuff. Up against a 14-9 card main deck with 11 extra deck. Which equals exactly 60, which is rather kind of weird, but whatever. I mean, you can have as much cards as you want, man. This is how it is. You just can't have less than 30. Because then your deck gets things get a little weird then. So, what are you going to do? I'm curious. He did nothing. Okay. Well, provided I don't get interrupted, this ought to be an OTK. We'll see how it go. You know, I've got my bullet liner. I'm going to go ahead and go for Gustav Maximum. Gustav is just really good for when you go for the OTK, just that extra 2,000 burn damage. It's pretty nice. And then what we're going to do is rank up into Liebe. I really need to get Dora on the board, but basically what I can do with Liebe, detach material, I get 2,000 point boost, go for an OTK. There you go. Well, that was very interesting. I hesitate to call that a win, but we'll probably be doing bonus duels anyway, so we'll call that a win for now and go for duel number 3. Alrighty, third opponent. We're going right along with these duels today, I tell you. Thing with trains, when they hit really hard. Hard and in the face. So what are we doing? We're going second again. 3 of a kind, baby! Not necessarily a good thing. Not necessarily good. I would prefer if I had, like, I mean, if I had 2 of these would be fine. Alright, let me think about that. Did I remember to keep it in here? Ah, I did. I want to do that. Just for the funs of it. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Normal summon Noito Expresso Naito. This will activate Revolving Switchyard's effect. Effect numero dos is that when I normal summon, I can special summon a level 4 and make it level 10. I can't do damage this turn, but trust me, I have a plan. Here's my plan. I got all 3 of these level 10 monsters. My opponent, he has no idea what's about to hit him. For I summon the Super Dimensional Robot Galaxy Destroyer Mega Turbo Action Man. Yeah! I never get to make this thing. Granted, he'll probably solemn this, but if he doesn't solemn it, then he's going to lose all the spell traps. Because what this does... that's unfortunate. Yeah, I could have destroyed all of his spell traps, and he couldn't have done anything about it. But, sad as it says, at least I still have it. So now Ruffian Red card goes off. I get another card. Let's see, get myself a Dora Crane, just because I like Dora Crane the most. It's the most train of all the trains. It really is. I mean, it's literally just a train. This is a dude on a train. This is a dude on a train. This is a train. That's all it is. Alright, so now that my opponent has done all of that, I wonder how many compulses he has. We'll find out. We're gonna find out how many compulses you got, man. I'm gonna do the same thing again that I just did. I mean, you can go ahead and do that. That's fine. You're gonna make it so I can't do the damage. I can't do the battle phase, but that's fine. Because the whole point is that I'm just trying to do the same thing you stopped me from doing before. There you go. Bring this guy back out. Hey, you remember this guy? He was here a minute ago. So now I'm going to go ahead and detach this. Goodbye. None of your cards can activate. And I can't do battle, so I'm just going to end my turn. And my rare card goes off. So I'm going to get another... Actually, I'm going to get Bullet Liner. That gives me a bit of recovery when it goes to the grave and all that. Plus, I can special summon it too. That's the nice thing. Plus, if he just starts setting spell traps again, I can just nuke him again. That's the nice thing about this. He can keep setting his stuff, and he can kaiju me, but he can never have our freedom. Just like the Founding Fathers said. You may take our lands, you may take our freedom, you may take our trading cards, but you will never have our freedom. I think I botched that a bit, but you get the idea. What is this now? More of this burn junk. First duel's kaiju, second duel's... Let's see. I can't summon this. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate I cannot. And the reason being that I have this. I can't summon Bullet Liner while this is out. What the heck is this? Imperial Iron Wall. I don't care about that nonsense. Does it look like I care about nonsense right now? I do not. Alright, well, sad to say I'm going to have to sit on the Night Express Knight for now. I mean, what, he's just preventing me from banishing stuff? I don't even banish anything. That's not my style. Except for, the Cyber End Dragon thing, that's about it. That's about the only banishing I ever do with trains. Alright, so the question is, now what are we going to do? Hey, employments, cool. So now, what I'm going to do... Sadly, Galaxy Destroyer is gonzo. So, let's go ahead go for Pegasus. Go ahead and get Pegasus going off. He's going to go ahead and bring back Dairy Crane. When it leaves the field, I get stuff. Let's see. No, I'm good. So, Dairy Crane. Revolving Switchyard could go off, but I'm not going to bother. And let's go ahead and make... I'm gonna make Dora, because I haven't made Dora yet today. I want to bring out my girl Dora. There she is. And I'm gonna go ahead and use her effect right away. Be like, I am uninfected by all things for one turn. And Dara Crane will go off and pop his set card. Ha! Freaking Drowning Mirror Force. You really think that would work against the might of trains? Get out of here, kid. You ain't got what it takes to get on this railroad. Alright, so there's 3 duels so far in a row. Let's keep it up, man. It's been good, and I just want to keep on rolling with this. Alrighty, our fourth opponent already. Goodness gracious, it's been a fast day. Not gonna lie, I was expecting trains to do so good because trains are so good. But at the same time, I wasn't expecting this level of speed. Alright, so we're up against Skull Servants! I love Skull Servants. That's Srvants. Nah. Excuse me? Did you just Mystic Mine on top of Skull Servants? Kind of a silly move, but whatever. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my Revolving Shadow. Let's go ahead and use that effect. Ditch. And... but that won't work, because of Mystic Mine. I was about to say nice things to this guy, and then he plays Mystic Mine and Skull Servants, and I'm like, what kind of scrub are you? I get it. I've played Skull Servants. Roughing Rare Card. Oh. That somehow still works. Oh, right, because I have less monsters than he does. That's right. That's how it works. Yeah, I mean, I know Skull Servants can be a little slow. I know that. And I know that it's rough sometimes, but you just gotta keep on trucking, man. You know? Whether you're playing the simple version or a combo heavy version, you don't fall for the trap that is Mystic Mine. Okay? Because legitimately, I can just sit here and you'll lose eventually. Let's see here. I'm tempted to just go for it, but at the same time, you know what? Screw it. I'm not sitting here while this guy does a whole lot of nothing. So let's go for Dairy Crane. That was his plan, wasn't it? Just to, like, let me get a monster out and junk. I mean, two can play at that game, my friend. You know? If you think that's going to stop me, then you are having another thing coming to you. I mean, you have to summon a monster eventually. And I just need Dora. You know? So, if that's your big strategy, I don't think you know what you're up against. You may have the power of shitty troll cards. I have Dora. And Dora is a Splora. Okay? And that's all I need. Alright, so now you're going for Gozukai. And that is going to allow him to keep cycling through these white princes. He's going to keep getting monsters in the grave, that is for sure. Don't get me wrong, he's going to have quite a few monsters. But his own field spell will prevent him from attacking. That's kind of how his deck works. Alright, so you've got the King of Skulls. He's a big 4,000 beater. But Dora's a 4,000 booty. Therefore, your booty is not as superior. My booty's superior to your booty. What is this? Nightmare Phoenix. Okay. What are you going to discard? What are you going to destroy? This? He's destroying my field spell. I needed that for things. Alright. What does this do? Banish a zombie. Summon zombie from hand. I'm gonna be like no to Gozuki. I don't trust him. I don't trust Jugozuki, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say it right here. I don't trust Jugozuki. I really don't. I mean, yeah, you're gonna keep your white princes up. I guess this is a more combo-centric, but why Mythic? I guess he just needed it to stall for time. It's rather sad, but it's what he's doing. It's what he did, man. I mean, you could go for that. That's all well and good for you, but apparently you don't know how Dora works. I can just make myself immune to your effects. That's how nice that is. So now, the air crane goes off, and say goodbye to your protection. I hope you brought another condom, young man, because you just splooged. Ooh, hey, anti-spell fragrance. That's going to be nice. So let's go ahead and put this in attack mode. Let me think about this. Summon out flying rail car. Yep, summon back a monster. I'm just gonna bring back my other rail car. My opponent surrenders. Wow, well, this is what happens when you rely on Mystic Mine. You know, this guy had a cool deck and a cool idea, but you know what? He relied too much on the troll. So there's our 4th win, but I'm going to keep on dueling because I like this deck. So let's go for a 5th duel. Maybe a 6th. Possibly a 7th duel. We'll see how it goes. Let's get going. Alright. Oh, that's weird. Anyway, alrighty, our 5th opponent. I don't know why he says he only has 2,500 life points, but up against a manly manatee. That's what manatees sound like, right? I'm not crazy, right? Okay. So now, let's go ahead. Let's go second as always, because I like going second. I mean, you know, Master Rule 5, that's fine. You know, I don't really care about the Master Rule too much. All works fine to me, man. All works fine to me. Got my urgent schedule. I got my Dora crane. Exodius is a nice little bit of thing. Mostly a recovery card, but I can use it for other things as well. I'm sorry, Mr. Rabbit. I'm going to have to say no. I'm going to have to say employments to the rabbit. Because if he has a rabbit, he's probably playing... this is probably Gladiator base. No, it's Metalfoes. That was my second choice. Okay. So, he's got some sort of weird version of Metalfoes. If this thing is destroyed, I'm guessing it does something. If this card in the monster zone. No, I think he's just playing it as a 0 scale. Oh no, he had another rabbit. And a Strudo, but mostly another rabbit. It ain't no ordinary rabbit. Alright, so he gets some normie monsters. What is he going to be up to? Let me think about this. There's a lot of things he can do, that's the thing. He has to summon 2 of the same name and all, or not same name. Yeah, same name. Yeah, so he got 2 gold drivers, he's got a rabbit and a Destrudo. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. Alrighty then. Because I've got a plan. It's a crazy plan, but a plan nonetheless. So here's my plan. Urgent schedule, let me summon 2 monsters. So I'll summon 2 monsters, level 10, and I'll summon, a Ruffian Rail Car. I'll summon Dora Crane. I'll use those 2 to make my Link monster. Use Exodius' effect to shuffle my monsters in the grave back into my deck in order to summon him out. Make level 10 monster, and attack my opponent a lot. That is my plan. I think it is a pretty good plan. I came up with it myself. I hope you guys liked it. Alrighty, we're up against a guy who doesn't know what he's up to. I mean, up in 4. Into and up for 2 different things. Yeah. Point is, he's paid half his life, so that's making my job easier. I mean, what? He's got Odd Eyes Meteor Bursty Boy Dragon. He gets to bring a monster out, that's for sure. Monsters in opponent's possession can activate their effects during the battle phase. Huh. But he's just trying to... Okay, I know what this is now. This is just that annoying deck where he's trying to turbo out, what's it called? Vortex Dragon. Good old Vortex Dragon. What a very original way to play a Pendulum deck. But all jokes aside, he is going to summon out Saryuja. Okay, was not expecting Saryuja. I was expecting other things, but I guess that does give him a boost. So, okay then. Alrighty then, it's our turn. Let's see here. Let's attempt to bait out his negation. We'll see. No, he actually allowed that. Interesting. I was not expecting him to actually allow that to happen. I was expecting him to say no, but apparently he's, I don't know, maybe he just doesn't care, maybe he was expecting something else. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Alright, so now I've got that going. I still gotta hope this will work. Urgent schedule. We'll see how it works. He only has 1 negate. Well, he has 2 negations now. But he only has it once per turn. And he will negate that, won't he? Alright. He'll probably negate this too, since he has a Pendulum deck. Let's go ahead and get rid of Saryuja. Because I don't like Saryuja being on the board. I mean, I can get rid of this eventually. It's just going to be a matter of time. So now my opponent's turn starts. I'll play this. So now we all have to set spells before playing them, which will completely shut down pendulum scales. Because you can't set a pendulum scale. That's kind of how that works. So the question is, does he know that? Will he take the risk? Probably. Maybe. We'll find out. What you got? 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 Okay, so he didn't. Okay. He did not allow the anti-spell Srvants, which is sad but true. Alright, so he's got silvered. So he's probably going to pop one of them to set a metal... Yep. He's just going to pop one to set another spell trap. Probably combo. Counter. That was my other choice. So now he has another negation. Sadly, that's just going to be what he's going to do, man. That's setting things up, but for now, we'll just have to wait. It's sad but true, we have to wait, because our monster's bigger than his. Well, almost. But he can't do anything with this. It doesn't have any other effects other than the negation. So, like, we're in a bit of a stalemate here. Bit of a stalemate situation where he can't attack me, but I can't attack him. Oh, it's all going to be a matter of how long does it take me to get around his obnoxious negator. It's a negator. That is... Wait, I just had an idea for a card. I just had a great idea for a card. Just any card that negates whatever, but make it an alligator. I know, right? It's crazy. We'll just call it Negator. It'll be cool. You know? I don't know. That just popped into my head while I was, talking about negations. I'm like, a card that's an alligator that negates things. Negator. Yes. Alright, so, while this guy's pondering, I'm gonna go ahead and skip ahead until this guy, until this back and forth is over. Because this could be a while. So, I'll be back as soon as, we figure things out here. Alrighty, my opponent has surrendered. Well, that's unfortunate. I think he misread how Mithrilium worked. It's sad because this back and forth was starting to get interesting, I tell you. So, I'm going to call it because I did technically win. I mean, my opponent surrendered and all that. But let's go for another duel because I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied. Let's go for another duel. I want to get some more trains going. Alright, our final opponent of the evening. Let's see if we ended up strong. I think we shall. It's been a pretty easy-going day. Trains have been destroying everything. Pretty nice. Alright, we'll let our opponent pick. That's fine. Going first, also fine. Started off with a fairly decent hand of a revolving switchyard and the ruffian rail car. That's why we get 2 searches this turn. Admittedly, one in end the phase. Let's get ourselves a derrick crane. We'll get another one later. And we'll just go for our usual stuff. Night Express Knight, Derrick Crane is still one of our most common plays and one of our most mainstay plays. Just because it's so easy to do and it gets us so much stuff. Dora, I want you to be right here. Sit your booty right there. I've got a call by the grave in case we need it. And we should be good. I'm going to go ahead, get another card. I'll get another Derrick Crane just in case we need it. And it should be good, I was gonna sit on Dora. So long as there ain't no kaiju action, Dora should be fine. What did I just say? What did I just say? I'm gonna make myself immune. That way no kaiju's allowed. Granted, he'll banish us later so he gets a card regardless. So, what did I say? I was like, oh, so long as there's no kaijus, we'll be fine. And then what happens? Kaijus. This is a train mirror match. Ooh. Ah. Hey. That's kind of fancy. Fancy. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, so he's going to go ahead and get more trains going. He's got a Derrick Crane, although... no, he can still summon... yeah, he's got that. It's very interesting to see another train duelist here, let me tell you. I better not lose, otherwise I'm going to feel foolish. It'll be very foolish if I lose to another train guy. Because I'm supposed to be the train man here. Alright, what do we got here? Anger Knuckle. Good old Anger Knuckle. And he's going to go for Gustav. Unfortunate for me that I've already used my monster's effects and stuff. Let's wait on that. I'm going to take some damage. This is true. And then Daracrane's going to pop my set card, and this is why we waited, so now I can play this. And I'll stop the Ruffian Rail card in the graveyard. That way, no search in the end phase for him. Yep, he's probably going to make a Liebe, and then he'll just beat over Dora, which is sad but true, but this is why we grabbed another Daracrane ourselves. It's just so we can, you know, get around that Liebe. Big old Liebe, gonna make himself 6,000. But he can't attack me directly with that. Nope, but he is gonna kill my Switchyard, which just makes him a mean, lean dude. Lean and mean. Alright. So yeah, there goes my Daracrane, which is sad news for me, and he's gonna get a monster back regardless. Good old Flying Pegasus. Good old Flying Pegasus. Alright. Well, this worked for him. I'll do it myself. Let's go for Urgent Schedule. And I wish I could go for True King, but seeing as he has a kaiju thing going, I don't think that's gonna work this time around. Normally, I'd give it a shot to lock down his monster effects, but not in this time. Not at this time. Nope. Sad to say no. Alright, so now... see, send a monster, target a machine. No, I'm good. I could do that, but there's not much point to it. What do you got? Oh, you're gonna Anger Knuckle me? You're gonna, let's see, tribute the Anger Knuckle, summon out Daracrane, you'll say. Interesting choice. Alright. Ah, and he's gonna get another monster. Very fancy indeed. Get our old Flying Pegasus Stampede who gets another monster. Stop it. It's my turn. You do that on your turn. You do that on your turn, young man. You know better than that. Alright, Daracrane, do your thing. Do your thing. You know, if you can do it, I can do it slightly better. You know, I'm gonna go for my Gustav Max. What do you got? You got something for me? Nibiru! Nibiru! Oh, that's just mean. Shoot. He distributed everything. Everything's gone. Although this is a really thick token. Look at the size of that thing. Alright. Well. Let's go ahead and get our cards going. Oh yeah, my own card has negated me. Now I am feeling sad. In this situation, I am going to go for Night Express Knight. Just in case I get a field spell or something. Alright, well. I have to say, I have the biggest token ever created. I don't really appreciate the token, not gonna lie. Because I think I might just be about to lose off the... This is... Hey, for the record, this is not me losing to trains. This is me losing to a big rock. It's sad, because now he's just gonna... It doesn't matter what he makes. Because then he'll just detach, and then he'll pop me, and then he'll attack me for game. So, gosh darn you, Nibiru. Although, at least we got to see a 15,000 point Nibiru token, so that's something. So, we'll go ahead and end our duel today. And, you know, we'll go into the end screen. Alrighty, Trains of 2020. We did pretty dang good today. Our combos worked just fine. I was really pleased to see that this worked out for me as I wanted it to. You know, I got the THRU King out. We Dora'd, we Gustav, we Liebe. We did all the good stuff. And I hope you guys had fun. And I had fun. You know, the only thing I never got to do is limiter removal, but sad thing that, you know, happens every once in a while. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Smash like if you did. Tomorrow, I'm pretty sure we're going to be looking at some Amazon-esque, you know, because I like me some Amazon. So, tune in for that. Until next time, your boy Memphis, signing out. Take care, everybody.